from humble beginnings to learning from your failures to becoming a great success. What is your success story? Chip Baker, The Success Chronicles. What's your definition of success?
What's up, everybody? This is Chip Baker coming to you with another special episode of the Success Chronicles, and I call it special because I'm here with my family. And to me, anytime that you can be with family is a special thing, and I want to make sure I take advantage of this opportunity. We got to talking about some different things and overcoming, and so I jumped on the opportunity for us to get to talk and share some things with you guys. What I'm gonna do is just let them go around and say their names, and then I'll say what their relationship is to me. So if y'all will start over here.
I'm Paul Thomas.
I know. that's my. I'm sorry, we got a little inside joke going on here, but this is my sister, and that's her husband, and he has his ring on.
By all means.
We couldn't start until you put the ring on. Okay. All right.
Are we ready? Okay. My name is Darlene Chicken Baker.
Ain't chicken.
I'm Alicia Thomas.
And this is my sister.
And I'm Area Bacon. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
And I'm his cousin.
Yeah, that's my cousin. This is her mom. So I don't know, just kind of want to just chop it up a little bit. I guess we can just go around and just maybe I don't know. First, we can just kind of, if y'all could just give me what your definition of success is, maybe based on some of the things that you've been through, in your life. Kind of reflect on that, and maybe talk about, okay, maybe we can do the definition of success, and then we can go back around and just talk about maybe a defining moment in your life, where you experienced something, where you said, hey, yeah, that's a defining moment, and what it inspired you to do or be or whatever. Now y'all can just flow freely with that, however y'all want to do that. So you want to start kind of how we did the last time. So we want to start with you, brother-in-law, with the ring on.
Success. I put a post on Facebook today, and it was a memory of my children. And the one thing I want to see my children do is be able to succeed. And succeed was the results of success, or taking things in life and being successful. And so, being a young black man and learning how to do the things that I need to do in life, as far as a husband and a father, one of the most important things for success is just being consistent with your daily work, your daily grind, things that you're supposed to be on top of, things that you're supposed to do. If it's a constant grind, just living every day is a constant grind. And in order to be successful, you need to be able to accomplish your goals and keep striving and keep trying to be better. And as a result, that is the success. The reward for all your hard work will be presented to you based on the things that you do on a daily basis. So for me, in order for me to be successful, I need to be a constant father, continue to be better every day, keep moving forward in my employment, being more involved in my church, And I'm reaping the benefits of those things as I continue to do them on a daily basis. So for me, that's what success truly is. It's just a constant grind and staying truthful to yourself, and you will reap the benefits. That's success.
There it is. So consistency. All right. What about you?
I would like you to go on that side first.
Yes, ma'am. That's my aim, so I got to do that. That's good. We can go with her.
Yes.
I don't know how we broke that.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Yes, ma'am. All right. So.
Okay. Well, I agree with Paul in your area. When you set out to succeed in something, you have to take step by steps, and you can take small goals and move into your larger goals, and you move forward with them, and you do have to work hard at it. You do have to push forward no matter what you're going through, and the things that you want to accomplish in life, if you just take a little time, pray, step by step, move forward, you will accomplish your goals. And not only that, a lot of that comes in with your dreams and your aspirations and the things that you like to do in life. So if you really want to succeed in those things, you definitely, as Paul said, have to get on your grind and move forward with those things, and it will come to pass for you.
And would you agree that, those, like when it's something that you're passionate about, or something that you love to do,
Yes.
it helps you do that?
Exactly, definitely. Because if you have a passion for it, then it's not work.
There you go.
It's not work. It's easy to do. And you can move freely into that. And when it's your passion, then when you go into it, it not only feels like it's successful, but it doesn't feel like you're in it. It's because you're in the moment.
Just floating
You're
along,
just floating
doing
right
it.
along with it. And it's not hard at all. And knowing that it's your passion, and you're free in what you're doing, and you're just fine.
There you go. Who would you like for us to go to next?
My beautiful.
Okay, so we're gonna go here.
Paul's wife.
Yeah. This is my sister, Paul's wife, and your definition of success.
Okay. My definition of success is being able to look back over your life and to see the things that you have accomplished. To be able to reap the benefits that you have worked hard for and prayed over and had faith in. Being able to walk in your purpose.
There it is. Yeah.
And while you're walking in your purpose, you're able to help people along the way. So that's what success is for me in my heart. Being able to be a blessing for others, to others. And it doesn't always have to be monetary. It
No
can be
doubt.
time.
Yeah.
Just giving freely, willingly. Also being able to be a blessing to your family. That's success for me. And it is about goals as well, but I mean, you can just horizon.
It's a big. Yeah, when you say success, I think success is like explaining. Success encompasses a lot of things.
A lot of things.
And then when you reflect on it, like we're doing here, it really you're like, oh yeah, it's that. Oh yeah, it could be that.
It could be that. Exactly.
It could be. So it's a mix of things.
Right.
Yes.
Definitely.
And it's how it affects your life individually and your perspective. So that's my definition of success. Continue to walk in your purpose, have faith, meditate on it, apply it, and you're walking in it.
And whatever it may be.
And whatever it is that you want to succeed in.
There you go. Can we go with yours?
Hey. Everything I think that the youngsters said is true, especially Paul's husband and Alicia Thomas, and Eric, and Chip. I believe that success is to do, to achieve, to act, to enjoy, to experience. Everything that's in life, if you keep on living, as you experience those things, you always have a high and a low. Sometimes you sort of float with it. But when you know that you're destined for some of the things that you want and you have patience for, it just makes life much better. It makes life much better.
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay? And as it makes life much better, you're able to share that. And to me, that's success, to be able to share it and to enjoy it. And to see the seeds and where they fell. And how they've grown and how they've been nurtured. And to be able to laugh about it at yourself, even though you failed. Who was that? Einstein that failed all them times and found he got their life. And probably wanted him to, got it anyway. It's probably was one of us. But in the meantime, he got the credit. But still the seeds. And so success is getting back up, finding what really is important to you, applying that, and helping yourself and helping others, because we're all in this together.
Right.
And it's so much fun when you're all in accord and you can laugh about it and enjoy it and have fun with it. And love. And so my mother, if she makes it into this section, she always say, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And when you do unto others as you would have them do unto you, and you apply your passion, and you set those goals, and you achieve those goals, and then you have those around you that was in accordance with you and agree, man, don't you feel good? You just want.
You talk about, doing unto others. It's funny, you said, I was reflecting on this the other day. I can remember going in the classroom, and from the house, you're always taught to, treat others right and do things the right way, well, you better. You better. But, from an educational setting, I remember it was probably like second grade, and I remember this like it was yesterday. I mean, that was a couple years ago. But I remember walking in this classroom, seeing the sign that said, the golden rule.
Oh, yeah.
Treat others as you want to be treated.
Yes. Definitely.
And that, to me, when you're talking about that, just in according with success, if you can, I think if you can do those things while helping others, I think you get the benefits from it. And you're not doing it to receive benefits.
No.
You're doing it because that's the right thing to do.
And the seeds always come back, and you
Right.
know it. It don't usually come back from the one that you help.
Yeah.
But when it comes back, when it comes around, when it goes right back to you, and it comes in. I mean, it comes big. Man.
Yeah, and I'm gonna hit you with this one.
Yeah, you can walk in.
It creates a ripple effect.
Correct.
Definitely.
So, when you help one person, it's generational. We can, it's generational.
Right.
We're not here, and that's why I call it a special episode, because you're nothing without your family, your foundation, and we've all, we've reaped those benefits of things y'all have done. I can say, I've seen, I've been in South Dallas and seen, people that love y'all because of our family history there. The family store and those kind of things. And so I think when you strive to, those things don't just happen. Like you don't just show up and cause a generational effect.
No.
Like that don't just happen. Like you have to make a conscious effort to do those things, and it comes with not just one or two people doing it. It comes with the whole family doing that. And I can truly say that we're blessed because we've got that on both sides of our family. With our father, our father's side. This is my dad's sister, as well as our mother. And so just, I don't know, it just makes for a great situation. I think
It makes you feel so good in the spirit.
It does.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
And when you walk, even when you're too tired to walk, you just feel them behind you saying, take another step.
Step by step.
Come on, go on, you can do this. You
Just a
got
step
it.
at a time.
You got it. And when you feel that, I mean, you look back, even those that have left us, when you look back and see how much love and support, and see how much joy, and what experiences, and what they taught us. Not just talking, but in ways.
In action.
In action.
Yeah.
That's
The
right.
old ones didn't really always talk. You know, they did.
And you watched them.
Yeah, you watched them.
Yeah, no doubt.
And when you look back on those experiences, and then you have your own experience, I mean, there it is. There's success right there. You just gotta step on into it and let it flow.
Yeah.
You've been shown the way.
Yeah,
That's
you've been
right.
shown the way.
A lot of individuals don't understand how to embrace success. But
Right.
one thing I've learned from previous generations in my family is, in order to embrace success, you gotta have an understanding for what the struggle is.
Oh, definitely.
And the struggle is what make the character and make you who you are. So for me, I think about all the things that I didn't have the opportunity to have growing up as an individual, and I look now and there's nothing I can't do for myself. And it's the roots that my family put in me and got me to understand you're not gonna always have the best of things in life. But what you have is the ability to have what you want to have in life. And you gotta wanna have that. That's the grind that I'm talking about.
Exactly.
That makes you enjoy the success. A lot of the younger generations today don't wanna make a commitment or put in work to achieve goals that they want in life.
Microwave.
You want me to hand it to you
Microwave.
instead of waking up.
Yeah.
Microwave.
You got to put it in the oven, man.
That's right.
You gotta let it
Give it a
bake.
little time.
And I think
All of those ingredients.
Exactly.
I think that's a big problem with what's going on in the world and why America itself can't embrace success, because they're not necessarily understanding the struggle.
The process.
You have to understand it from all aspects. Getting up every day, going to work because you don't want to, getting in traffic, trying to come home and put food on the table. Who's cooking tonight? It's all a constant struggle, but it gets you through your day. That's the success, when you can reap and accomplish these goals and get your kids in school and be able to have a way to work and have a church that loves you and family that want to be with you. To me, that's the success. You know, you're reaping this benefit. We all have time to work. We don't have to be at work right now. We can have this special session because of the success that we do on a daily basis.
Exactly.
So
I must agree.
you talked about a little bit about career. So what I want to do is just kind of go around. We can go whatever order you tell us to go.
Okay.
You know, whatever order you want us to go. I mean, I gotta do that. You know, I gotta do what you tell me to do. But just kind of talk a little bit about, you know, some of the things you each have done as far as, like, you know, your career path or something that you've done, and then a defining moment within that. You know, and I'll give you a couple seconds to think about it. You know, just or you know, an experience that you've had in your life that, you know, that has caused you, you know, to take a deep breath and take a step and say, hey, you know, I can do this, or, you know, and what came about from that. So you can put that however you want to put it. I'll let y'all, you know, y'all do, you know, you do whatever you want to do with that. But just give you a couple seconds and y'all just let me know when you're ready.
Okay. I'm gonna flip the switch. Let's
Okay.
go with you.
Well, I mean, you know, I guess I gotta do that.
Flip the switch. Yeah.
And how do you want me to address it?
First question, defining moment. What was the defining moment, the most defining moment that really made you stand up on your feet and think?
The defining moment that really made me stand up on my feet and think. Well, first, there's a lot of defining moments, I think, in my life. And I'm trying to, you know, I'm piecing it together in my head now so I can
Give me a little gumbo.
just, oh yeah, I'm gonna put it in the oven for you.
Okay.
It's gonna be good too.
All right.
You got the spices?
Yes.
Okay. You know, I think the main thing, it all stems from, you know, how we talked about, you know, your family and your upbringing. I was blessed with the opportunity to speak at a Men's Day program a couple months back, and it really, I think it was really good for me because it made me reflect on a lot of things as far as the people that have been in my life that have been influential in my life, and you know, for one thing, it made me realize, well, I knew it before, you know, there's a lot of people that have played a big part in who I am, and I'm thankful for that. But fast forward, I talked about a scenario when I was in college, and it was my first. I was blessed to be able to play college football at West Texas A&M, and our first test that we had to do day one, that's the break you test. We're gonna make you quit and go home, kind of day. We're gonna put you through some stuff, and so we had to do these 16 110s, and they were timed, and it's really pushing yourself, and up until that point, I had done a lot. I experienced a lot of really good things, as far as athletically, but this was tough, But I knew at that moment I was in the best shape of my life, because I was thankful for that opportunity that I got, and I didn't really care what anybody was going to throw at me. I wasn't going to mess it up, and they wasn't going to beat me. So, we get about halfway through it, and it's tough. I'm like, okay, let's go. I'm going. We run a couple more, then you start to feel it. So I'm like, hey, all right, let's go. You start having that conversation with yourself, like, hey, come on, let's go. You got this. Then you do a couple more. You like, yeah, man, all right, let's go. You got it. So you really, it seemed like it's slow motion, but it's not. It's going fast. So I'm really thinking, okay, if I could just get the right foot up, if I could just get this left foot up, like you're processing those thoughts at the same time. But then, it got to a point to where I'm looking around and this guy's like quitting, like walking off the field, like right now, like taking their stuff off, like on the field, going home, like walking off the field, quitting. And it was that moment that it was a defining moment for me in my life, from going from a teenager to learning to progress to where starting the steps to say, hey, like this is my thing, I got to do this on my own so I can make something on myself, And so what I did was I reflected on like what we talked about, like my family, like all the people, all the struggles that it took for me to be at that place. I'd done some things educationally. Yeah, I'd done some things athletically to put myself in position, but I was taught those things. Like I was, I was taught those things. And so, all the people that made the sacrifices for me to be there, my grandmother, one of the first, African blacks at UT, my mom, first, black woman city council, and my councilwoman in my town, just a lot of things, my dad, things that he went through, working and progressing for the city of Dallas, our family, in South Dallas, right, yeah, our family in South Dallas with the things that influence that they've had on people. And so to me at that moment I realized I can't quit. Like I'm in position like, man, you crazy, I ain't about to quit, y'all better bring it. And so it was from that moment that was really a defining moment for me, to where I realized that, hey, I can do this. Like it really don't matter what they put on me, I can do this. And it's not gonna be too many things in my life that's gonna be tougher than this moment right now. If I could just get through this, it's gonna catapult me to where I need to be. And fast forward, like it did. I was able to play ball. I was able to get, most importantly, my bachelor's degree from West Texas A&M, which helped me be a teacher and a coach, to be Coach Baker, and if I had quit at that moment, I wouldn't have experienced all of those other things. And so to me, that was a defining moment, if that answers your question. Did I cook it up for you?
You cooked it.
Okay.
You baked it. You're going to let Miss Alicia put it in the oven. Okay.
All right, so where we want to go now? Do you want to give anybody else a defining moment, or how you want to do it?
Miss Alicia, you want to put it in the oven for us?
Sure. My defining moment was me working as a educational aide at Travis Intermediate. I had some wonderful administrators. Cheryl Braun, if you're out there. She was our assistant principal. and Mrs. Tolliver. She was our principal at the time. I was working full-time at Travis and going to Sam Houston State University part-time. And those ladies really influenced me and encouraged me and helped me along my educational path. They allowed me to come. Miss Braun would be at the school 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. I would be there with her, me and RJ, working, helping her. So I not only helped them, but they also gave back to me. They allowed me to do what I needed to do at Sam Houston and for my classes at that time. And like Chip was saying, we were already instilled with education. We didn't have a choice. I was going to get my degree.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of fact of me actually doing it because I had to work full time. I was a single mother at the time. But I never thought about quitting. They gave me ample opportunities to do what I needed to do there, and I really appreciate them for that. So that was my defining moment. I have people to help me along the way, so why stop? Why quit? Quitting was not in my vocabulary. Wanda Baker was not going for that. So that's just been instilled in me. So that was my stand. That was my defining moment.
There it is.
Aaron?
No, I'm sorry. I don't want to. I just once she said that, I was just thinking about. I didn't really get to say, like what the defining moment did when I was in that position. To me, it made me realize how many people I had that depended on me. And so, when I said I couldn't quit, I wasn't meaning that for me personally. I was meaning that for all those other people that was depending on me and counting on me to finish and get it done. And so that was a deal where, it wasn't like, me saying, hey, I can't quit because it's going to help me be. No, I can't quit because, I got to take care of mama.
Exactly.
For real, like I can't quit because, I got kids at the house, looking up to me as an athlete. I can't quit. I can't quit. I'm not going to quit. And so that was one thing I didn't get to say that, when I was talking about that deal. I'm sorry for you.
No. Mine, I've had so many.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like she asked me that. Like I was running down. Like I started. It's a list. You had a roll, chocolate, roll out. It's a whole lot of moments.
I have a lot of moments. I'll try to break them down. Mine is with knowing that with our family generation and being the entrepreneurs that they have been in, that we have in, knowing that grandmother had her own business, played an important role in knowing and understanding what business was, along with my mom doing her own. And I knew that when it was time that I had to do something, and I knew it was something that I truly wanted to do, but when I had the opportunity to help others in so many ways, I started working for an organization. I don't know if I should say it on camera right now, but I worked for an organization and I was allowed to and able to help a lot of needy families. That are, a lot of them are in need. And not only that, that just caterpillared into me helping the community. And I do a lot of work with the community, and now I'm able to help feed the community, and I get so many people from all walks of life.
It's a good feeling, isn't it?
Oh my God.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah. And it means so much to, knowing the struggle and what it is not to have when you have had, and then going through that, and then having the opportunity to help somebody else, exactly, on a regular basis, and how the Lord has blessed me to be involved with helping so many people has truly blessed me. And I get so many people coming to get the services, and I'm able to have a lot of others that are in the community that are from different ages that want to come in to help to extend other services. And so that they're just seeing that and being in that moment, that's when I say being just actually in that moment and being free and actually seeing that now I'm in a position to help others that need it. It takes you to a whole nother place, and it changes the mindset of a whole lot of people, because a lot of times people think just because they're driving a certain car, they live in a certain house, doesn't mean that they don't need. That's not true.
Right.
That's not true.
Yep.
And so a lot of people now, some still don't understand, but when you get an opportunity to be involved and they come individually and talk with you one-on-one and give you their life experiences, it's just hard. It's heart-wrenching.
Blows you away.
Yes, it does.
All right, so your defining moment.
All right, defining moment in my life. I can remember working at UPS. I was working a graveyard shift, loading trucks. And I also was doing computer support for a college, Lone Star College. I also was attending classes, and I had a very busy schedule. My schedule was so busy to where I didn't have any time for anybody or anything. All I did was, I felt like what I felt was necessary that needed to be done. And I missed one of Braylon's programs. And he came to me, and I blowed it off, and I was like, no, I'm not going to be able to make it. I'm not going, I'm getting ready for work tomorrow. And he says, you should have came. I wanted you to be there. And I really didn't know what to say. I felt myself being selfish and like, look, I got to go to work. I got stuff I got to do. But for him to say that kind of touched me a little bit. So I didn't know how to respond about it. I just felt like I needed to make a change. And as I thought about it, I was like, you know what? I'm going to focus more on the people around me. If I can't do nothing for the people that are around me, I'm not doing what's right. And it seemed like I let go of UPS. I only had one job. I started participating more in activities, coaching with him, spending more time with the family, making sure I was always available, and the less work, but I feel like I was more financially stable. I was in a better place in life. I didn't have to work so hard. All this time I was working hard and going to school and trying to make all these major accomplishments, but the defining point of my life was I didn't have to work so hard. I just needed to be the person that God wanted me to be to the people around me. I gave up the things that I wanted to do, and I'm always there for everybody else. And when I say, hey, if there's anything I can do for you, let me know. I'm sincere. That's my blessing. I'm looking to do that for you. So my defining moment is understanding that, you can go out and try to do all the things that you need to do, but if you're not including the ones that you love and the ones that are around you,
You don't need to do it.
there's no need to do it. And so I think that was a very big defining point in my life. I mean, I had a lot of things that helped me to become what I've become today, but I think for this session, it's very important for people to know, because in order to be successful, it's the atmosphere around you. It's the people around you.
No doubt.
So you can want to be successful all day long, but if you're at a table of unachievers or ungrateful, well, I mean, it stops with you. And so that's a big thing for me now. I want to be more of a mentor. I want to be able, I got a godson now. I'm being more involved in other people outside my house, because I feel like God is putting me in a place, and I need to do the things that is on my heart, and He's telling me to be more involved with those around me. That's a defining point for me.
Would you agree that it takes a maturity to learn those things?
It takes a big
Yes.
maturity.
I think we all have to, go through, like when you say that you're defining moments, I think you can attach that to, yes, a defining moment, but it was maturity for me personally, which caused growth,
Exactly.
and
You have to be willing.
Exactly.
right. You gotta be, have an open
Holy
mind.
Spirit.
And just be open to it, because it's easy well, I won't say it's easy, but when it's family, you're more willing. But when it's outside
Right.
of your family net,
Yeah.
is when you know that kind of hit you, and you be like, oh. But then you know that if it's on your heart to do, then that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
I mean, because family is everything, of course.
Right.
You know, and so
Yeah, no doubt.
we're more willing to help our family because we family.
Well, and I'm gonna hit you with this one too. I keep hitting y'all with some.
Come on.
I think it's cool too, just like you said, when you make those sacrifices, and it's not family. I think it's really cool when your family understands that that's your passion,
Exactly.
and your family helps you achieve that.
Exactly.
And I can say that because, like, my family's done that, like with the camps, like anything I'm involved in. Like, my family has been there to support me for it. You know, and I'm gonna just say, you know, like, I ain't done nothing by myself.
Exactly.
Like, I know that's not grammatically correct. I ain't, you know, I know I want y'all to feel, I want you to feel the passion in what I'm saying. Yeah, like I ain't nothing without my family. You know, and so, you know, I think that's even better because now, just like in those cases, our children get to see us, you know, being servants of others, and now, you know, just like, you know, and I'll just tell you, like, we got to see, like you were talking about the scenario where, you know, it's good where you know, helping people, and you know that it's good because you've also been in those shoes and you know the feeling of it. I can remember, you know, us growing up, and you know, the same way, you know, we look at our fridge on Thanksgiving or a holiday, and it was hardly nothing in there, you know. But you know, my mom is, you know, organizing a thing to, you know, pass out food, you know, to needy families in our town, you know, and we ain't got food in our fridge, you know, so that's, you know, just like, you know, that just, you know, that's the ultimate.
But that's the walking in your purpose.
Exactly.
Right.
Because you know
that's your passion.
That's your passion, and you can do it without. When it's your passion, you, like I say, you can do it without ease. It's like you get a job, and for the majority of the time you say, well, I want a job that it's easy for me. That means that you're passionate about it, so it's gonna be easy. I mean, you're gonna have a struggle, but it's gonna be
your struggle won't seem
like a struggle
because you love this.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and you should do that. You should walk in your passion and do those things that you're passionate about because it won't feel like it's a job.
Yeah, and y'all can feel this too. Like, there's a couple times, you know, I've had a chance to, like, talk with younger coaches, you know, guys that I've mentored, or people. Some people don't understand. Like, you know, I've been blessed to coach. This is my 18th year to be in education and coach, well, teaching coach. I've been in a little longer, as aides and those bus drivers, those kind of things. But you know, as far as coaching, you know, I explain to them, people don't know the hours that you put into it and the sacrifices that it takes, that not just you are making, but your family is making. Just like you said, like, you know, you're not at home, you know, but they know I love this. You know, like I love this. I mean, like, I give everything I got to because I love it, and it's my passion. It's easy for me.
That's right.
You know,
Right.
I put my son to sleep Wednesday night, and I don't see him awake till Saturday afternoon. Like, people don't know that. Like, people don't know the sacrifices that you make, but I love it. You know, and my family knows I love it. You know, and it means something. In that term, you know, the family helps you do those things. You know, so, you know, like, it's for a purpose. Like you said, walking in your purpose.
Yeah, definitely.
So you want to go with your defining
Oh,
moment?
yeah, man, we got so many, but I'm going to focus on two of them.
Okay.
And the reason I'm going to do that is because I was about 10 years old. And we picked cotton in the summertime for $6 a day. And we used fire hats. We got up on the truck, 5 o'clock, 5:30 in the morning, and went down to the cotton field. And we had to pick a bag pull this 100-pound bag, you're going down this road, you're picking all this cotton on both sides. And I've always been a person of small figure. And all these people were much bigger than me, but I wanted that $6. Okay, I was determined to pay for my own little school clothes and have money, And my grandmother had sent me down there because I had been, bad doing the school, And so yeah, because the city, the city, we had a bathroom, But now mind you, they worked us in the store and in the barber shop. But I was good at telling people how to do stuff.
I'm still good at it.
So I didn't know what my purpose was, But being around all these adults and seeing all these experiences, and them telling them, okay, you go over there and you stack it like this, you go over here and you do it like this, and I want this done. So by me being behind them, I'm just like, okay. So I get out in this cotton field, and I'm thinking, ain't nowhere in the world I can get all the way down to the end of that thing by the time we have allotted to us, because we would work like sun up until 1 o'clock or 1:30 and have to be back on the truck. So I'm about 10. So I looked at all these other big folks on the side of me, and I decided, and I didn't know what interested me was at this time. I decided to I tell y'all what, he didn't know I'm going to make it down that field without y'all helping me. And I'm telling you, let's split this in 3 ways. If y'all pick, and I pick in between y'all, and y'all pick, I'll give y'all half of my money and split it. Okay? But I'll still have money in my pocket, and you'll have some extra money, and we'll all win when we get down to the end of that line. But I ain't gonna quit. I ain't gonna quit. I picked my cotton and made my money, and then got to go to the baseball game and cafe at night and dance with people. We all had to be home by 10 o'clock, back in the old days. But that right there, looking back at that, because I never did know what the purpose was, during the time I grew up, you be quiet, you look, you sit down, you listen, you go to Sunday school, you go to church, you go to work, you go to school. Okay, so I didn't know about no purpose. We didn't have the internet, and we wish we did, man. I'd be way on down the line. But these grandkids and kids and got it, and these nieces and nephews got it now, and that's success to me, because y'all got it, okay? But now I'm gonna go to the second scenario. The second scenario was when I was in my 30s, and someone knocked on my door. At this time, I was managing apartments, and it's 4:30 in the morning, and this lady's screaming and knocking on my door, and I open the door, and she tells me she needs help, and I get there, and her daughter is about to deliver the baby. Oh. The lady ran out and left me, and in the meantime, the young lady told me, it's coming, please help. In the meantime, I'm prepping her. Didn't know what I was doing, but it's natural. This is the natural thing that you know. And so I'm prepping her to get ready to push this baby. And she pushed this baby. And it came into my arms. And it screamed. And it hollered. And the neighbor court was there. By now, the paramedics are walking up. But to think about the life that was born and to feel that birth, that child come into this world, and to see that and to experience that and to feel that. Now, we focus on animal rights, and I love animals, okay? But somewhere down the line, we're forgetting about human rights. And it takes a community of people to make other people and yourself successful. And the most important thing, no matter what area you go into and you do, and you set goals and you achieve, and your purpose and all this good stuff, without another human, to me, success is love. Love. To me, success is acceptance. To me, success is kindness. To me, success is respect. And it takes each individual to give their own little part Yes, ma'am. So that's what success is, because on this earth, without each other, if we're all gone, who's gonna be successful? So success is all those things that we've talked about, but the most important thing is love. The most thing, and accepting one another, no matter what color, no matter what likes and dislikes, because we're all individual. And to be able to help one another and enjoy one another, that's up under the sun. It says it's a time and a season for everything.
There it is right there. Well, thank y'all so much for, I know this is an impromptu success chronicle episode, but just like I said when we started, to me the family is the foundation, and we were just sitting around talking. It's the holidays, and so I was like, man, like this would be an awesome time to just kind of talk about our views on success, because we were doing that before the camera came on, and so thank y'all so much for being you and doing what you do and playing a special part in my life, and I'll just keep pushing. And,
Did we bake it? Did we sit on the job?
We did.
Right.
We'll let y'all be the judge of that.
Mr. Thomas?
See what you think if we cooked it up a little
Okay,
bit.
all right.
But thank you guys for joining us with this episode of the Success Chronicles. We'll see you next time. God bless.
God bless.